JR! Hey!
Jesus Christ!
Hi.
Jesus Christ, Pat, you shouldn't sneak up on people.
I mean, you shouldn't be sleeping on duty.
It's... Christ, 3 a.m. Even they were asleep. Not anymore, though. Say thank you, Pat.
Thank you, Pat.
Fresh proper drunks. Nothing like a night in the drunk tank to sober you up, huh, campers? Jesus Christ, how long have you been out there? You smell like rotten asshole stew. God damn.
Gosh, it's too early for swearing.
Fucking hunters.
JR!
Not civilized. I know it's hunting season. You all think you're these hardened survivalists and the laws of human decency don't apply. But the last time I checked, the polite thing is to still come by during normal business hours, not 3 a.m. Fuck.
Stop swearing!
I'm getting the form. You're so weird sometimes. What the hell did you do to the elk? Hit it with your car and roll in it?
It wasn't an elk!
Well, if it's Bigfoot, you have to have proof of sex attached. It's the law.
Oh, God!
Oh, come on, Pat. Jesus.
Sorry.
Too much camp whiskey? You need to sweat it out with them and there?
I'm not drunk.
That's what they all said.
You know I don't drink.
I also know you don't cheat, but here you are.
Come on, that's such an unfair... Why you can always bring that up? It was one fucking mistake.
I thought you didn't like to swear.
Gosh, is the chief around? I think I should be talking to the chief.
How about I just verify your elk so we can be done here and continue ignoring each other?
Gosh, there was no elk in the back of my truck.
It's too late for games.
Oh, there was no elk!
Are you really yelling at me?
I don't know how to tell you this, but you just gotta see what is in the back of my truck right now!
Is this like a surprise, I'm sorry, I fucked up kind of thing?
Jesus Christ, I didn't mean to do it, okay?
Are you talking about Sam or the elk?
Because I have to show you! You have to see!
Show me what? See what, Pat? Chief, it's JR. Pat Calico just came in, bloodied up. I think you should come by. Pat Calico. I know we've got history. Just get here ASAP, okay? Something isn't right.
This is just one of 7!
Jesus Christ! Did you bust a gut? That smells so unbelievably pungent.
I mean, it's not an elk! Look!
Is that?
And I got 6 more bags in the truck!
Is that what I think it is?
Wait, do you know what this is?
I need to know right now if you've got any weapons on you.
What?
Right now, Pat. This isn't a game. You armed?
I mean, just my hunting knife.
Where's your rifle? You have a rifle?
I mean, I use a crossbow.
Do not fuck with me. I pull my gun, it's a lot of paperwork.
You don't understand.
You just showed me a bloody fucking severed leg, Pat, so sit the fuck down, right here! The chief is coming any minute, and you're in big fucking trouble. I always knew you were some kind of sicko.
It was an accident.
Is it Sam's? God, it reeks.
Didn't mean to. It was all an accident.
The only accident was ever getting involved with you in the first place. My sister told me. God, I can't believe she was right. Like clockwork, every season another elk carcass. It's fucking barbaric. And now you've graduated, is that it? Why would you kill an innocent creature like that? That's the chief now. We're going to search your truck. Don't do anything stupid. Just sit there and don't say anything.
Hey, I mean, I'm sorry I woke you earlier. I mean, but you gotta understand. I mean, I don't enjoy the killing. Just listen to me, just this once. I mean, hunting, that is the draw. I mean, you're out there in nature, in the most beautiful forest you could ever imagine, and then you just begin to realize that society and all of this fragile bullshit doesn't even matter. You know, my grandfather, he taught me and told me that, you do it to make sure the herd doesn't get too large. You're doing it to help them. Do you understand? I'm just doing as I was taught. We're animals too sometimes. The chief will understand. You sacrifice one to save the others. There's this automatic switch that clicks, time slows down, and then it's done. I had to do it. Do you understand? JR, she doesn't understand. The chief will understand. 'Cause I'm not crazy. This whole thing is crazy. That is crazy. I can show you what's in this bag, but you won't believe it.
Chief says you need to get out there, right now.
I don't enjoy hunting to kill. Killing, it's such a horrible thing. And afterwards?
Hey, Psycho, grab that evidence and get out there now, nice and slowly.
God, I wish I was like you. What you haven't seen, you're like the forest, clean.
Don't talk to them. Forget whatever Pat just told me. Pat's not well. I should have fucking known.
Still awake, huh? You're too old for this. Give people the benefit of the doubt. It's weak. How hard is it to make a good cup of coffee? JR was a good deputy. She had a history. I tried to overlook it. Damn, if that's not something to be ashamed of. All that stuff that came out of Hollywood and about those kids on that island, I'd be lying to say if it didn't make me wonder about JR. But she was loyal, which is what I needed. So I overlooked the worst bits. Saints don't make a living in Washington State. Or Pat. Well, I never thought Pat was that stupid. Why would he do that? I just don't get it. Anyone worth his salt knows about impulse control, you know? Well, I guess you don't. A long line of men that stood where I stand, deciding on what to do with witnesses. Peoples whose impulse control escaped them. You all saw what was in the bag, right? That curiosity does not work out for the cat. Hey, my grandfather came out here to build the Grand Coulee Dam. You ever see that? It's amazing. He found the caves first, showed my father showed me. I tried to show my son. But, there are some things worth dying for in this life. Everybody knows that. My father showed me there are some things worth killing for, too. He showed me that cave. With the most beautiful art that you have ever seen. Human art. You realize why the Neanderthals went extinct. You watch these children playing. They're just like human kids. with their families. My father showed me how easily all that could go away. One errant logger, hiker, and millions of years of history. And peace takes violence. Whether you see it or it's hidden, it's still there, maintained. Society, all of this, it's a delicate balance. It requires maintenance. I guess you could call me the maintenance man. My ex-wife used to like that. Were you old enough for that footprint business back in '69? Those were a dark few weeks. All that business about Bigfoot on tape, and we got him on film. It's the first time I helped my father chop up a body. Still doesn't get any easier. You know, he tried to explain it to folks. Once he even brought some tourists and hunters out there to see the caves, too. Felt some guilt, I guess. This is to protect them. Your sacrifice is going to protect them. What they didn't understand, no one understands. I really don't bother anymore. Most people really don't believe me anyway. You probably all think I'm crazy in hell. You know, as you get older, you realize where you want to spend your energy. Now, some years ago, I was listening to an interview on NPR with Jane Goodall. She's my hero. Every year I give money to that foundation. Well, Jane was talking about the possibility of Bigfoot. So I suddenly started to panic. I mean, there's going to be more people out here, more tourists. So I'm thinking, do I have to go out to Gabon or wherever the hell these gorillas live? Do I have to go out there and murder Jane Goodall? So I started to plan to murder Jane Goodall. Jane Goodall. And I realized what I sounded like. I realized I sound like a maniac. And I realized that will never stop. We just keep on expanding. There's going to be 9 billion people here. Maybe before I even take my last breath. Half the languages are gone already. Heard that on NPR too. You know, and just because Jane Goodall says she hopes Bigfoot exists, I gotta get on a plane, squeeze into a godforsaken middle seat, fly to Gabon, and murder a celebrity who's breastfeeding chimpanzees. What the hell do I do all this for? Oh, gosh. Who mixes whiskey with peach? It's a waste. All of it. You know, it's not fair, but it's the oldest story in the book. Wrong place, wrong time. I wish I could use it all as a case study not to drink and drive. That's not how this story goes. I'm not showing you the caves or the kids. But I want you to believe me when I tell you, this is worth it. Nothing is sacred anymore. And it's our own fault. But that place, those creatures, that is divine. 8 feet of ape can't be anything other than proof that we are not meant to inherit this earth. To protect them from us at all costs is a life worth living. And so here we are. I take it those are your cars out there. Cars are the hardest to deal with. So much waste. Now, some others over the years have found comfort in knowing for sure the manner in which they're leaving this earth. Others don't. Believe me, I take no pleasure in it. I'm conflicted about the whole thing, but it's got to get done. Now, if it helps, I want you to think of the endless habitat you're protecting. Stretch it from here up north through Canada, an unbroken wilderness. I imagine it's like the Garden of Eden with a few planes flying overhead. I know I like that. I'm helping to keep it pristine. But I think this is my last gasp. This whole JR business, and now Pat, it's getting me too much work. But I'm gonna go out to those caves one last time. I'm gonna be sure to say your names, all your names, when I get there, as a sort of memorial. What did you say your name for?